everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and I am excited to start a new journal featuring the Edwardian Lady book, the story of Edith Holden. Many of us in the junk journal world love Edith Holden's books, especially Country Diary and the nature notes of an Edwardian lady. But yeah, this one's more of a biography, and I've done flip throughs of all of those books that I mentioned. So this one I've already sort of used some pages for various Edith Holden journals. This one, however, is fully intact, as you can see here, and I do have a third copy. And the third copy is for my own personal book collection, for my own reading, and that one I won't be cutting up or anything. So I have reserved this one, the intact one, to make an Edith Holden journal out of. And the reason I've got this is just in case I want to use like the back page of a certain page. So if I want to, for example, let's see, I don't know, for example, make a cover out of this page, but I still want to include this as perhaps a journal card or a tag inside the journal, then I can find the relevant page in this book and cut that out from here and then still use this one here. And there's some other examples like, let me see if I can, probably won't be able to find it on camera now, but where it's double-sided and I want to keep both. So for example, okay, here, picture of the house, portrait. My idea with the Edith Holden journal that I'll be making out of this book is to sort of do a concise version of a biography of Edith Holden. So I want to include, you know, the portraits, some of her drawings, some of the photography, things like, where is it? I'm not going to find it, like the certificates or the things like this. All these kinds of things. See, these are sorts of pages where I'd want to use both sides. So yeah, I might be able to make a few journals in this collection. So it might not necessarily be one big journal documenting the life of Edith Holden, but it might be 3 or 4 journals that together collectively are part of this journal collection that share about her life. So I thought that would be a fun project, or maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 journals I'll get out of this book. I don't know how it's going to look, but basically this will be my new journal making series over on my Patreon. So this year I have been making a journal from start to finish each month over on my Patreon with a different theme. So in January we did a Daphne's Diary journal, in February we did a bird journal, and now I'm going to forget, I think we did a sewing journal one month, and in April we did an Edith Holden bird themed journal made out of an envelope. The month before that we made an Edith Holden paper bag journal, so 2 of my signature styles, so you could follow along either with the paper bag or the what's it called, envelope. So yeah, with this series, again, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing exactly, so it'll be showing from idea to finished product. I'll be flipping through, the very first video that I'll film for this series is just flipping through the book and getting inspiration, gathering ideas, and I'll talk through that, my process, and how the pages themselves speak to me and tell me what I'm going to do. So I might make a collection of, for example, 3 envelope journals, or I might make 1 envelope, 1 paper bag one, maybe 1 big envelope, 1 small envelope, and 1 paper bag for a collection, or have all the same method. I am not sure. Or maybe even like a hardcover journal, maybe one made out of a book cover from the op shop that we'll strip and then add our own pages to. Yeah, so many ideas. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get started and to finally use these books. Again, I do have one that I won't be cutting up, and I think I've read about half of the book. I just find them really inspiring. These are the types of books that I personally write. You know, I'm working on a book this year, and my books are visual memoirs. They are, you know, life writing and based on my actual life and observations and reflections from my daily living. And so things like this, I keep, you know, photos of places that I've lived, and my artwork goes in there, paper ephemera, cards that I keep, postcards will go in there, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff in this book. So when I saw this book and flipped through it, I was like, oh wow, this is great inspiration for my own sort of memoirs that I want to create. So yeah, anyway, if you would like to watch that series from start to finish, making this Edith Holden journal and the collection, that's what I'll be working on for the month of May. And yeah, I'll leave a link below to my Patreon if you're interested. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a way to support or thank or get rewards from your favorite creators or podcasters or whatever it is, artists, junk journalists, crafters, and it's a monthly support basically system. But you don't have to support every single month. You could just sign up for 1 month and then cancel. It works like a Netflix or a Spotify subscription, where the date that you sign up is the date that you're charged again automatically the next month and the next month and so on until you cancel. And there's different tier levels. So we've got the Sapphire tier, which gets access to the videos, and that's where you get the series here shown. And then the next level up is the Ruby tier, which is you get access to every printable from my Etsy shop, as well as extra printables as I create them, as well as the video tier. So each tier as it goes up, you get access to the ones before as well. And going up, you get access to the Intentional Life course, the workbook, and the Marco Polo Willow Life group. At the Emerald tier, the Amethyst tier is where you get some mail sent to you of the printables that I have in my shop and that I release on Patreon. And then the tier after that is the Diamond tier, where you get a journal each month, accounting for postage costs for both of those mail tiers. So yeah, it's just a way to support your creators that you love. So it helps me to keep my channel running here over on YouTube. And I am a patron of Psychology in Seattle, and I love being a patron of theirs, just to thank them for all of their videos that they release in their podcast. I listen to them regularly, daily, while I craft. They keep me company, and they also help me very much. So I just want to support them, and they are full-time. Well, Kirk is full-time, who runs the podcast. He was able to go full-time because of his patrons, and I am so thankful to be able to contribute to that. And you patrons who already are patrons, you're the reason that I can do this full-time as well. So full-time YouTuber, full-time crafter and journal maker and journal teacher, and I am super thankful. So if you'd like to be part of that and part of this Willow community in May, I'll be super grateful as always, and hope you love all of the rewards over there. If there's anything you would like to see added over there on Patreon, feel free to let me know. If there's any printables you would like, any videos, any questions. I love video requests, love questions, so feel free to reach out anytime for that. Even if you aren't a patron, feel free to let me know what you'd like to see. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.